Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome back to the SBP. I'm your boy Prime Source. What's good?
Prime it up, man. Chilling, chilling, chilling.
Yeah, ain't much popping off over here, man. Computers acting crazy, Facebook, everything, But you know, can't have 2 or 3 good weeks without something crazy happening. So
It happens to the best of them.
it does, it does. So hopefully we straight. I believe. I think we are good to go. Out here chilling, man. Just cracked the window, a little cool breeze coming out there. I heard some little ice chips or some sleet hitting the windowsill earlier this morning.
So I said, yeah.
Yeah, so
I, I, I was at this bowling alley on Hull yesterday on Hull Street. DJing, been over there a couple times, and I played so icy, actually.
oh, did
Yeah, last night, and funny enough, I should wait, but random, very random. I'm DJing. I look up on Hull Street, and there's a guy at the table, getting his shoes or whatever. And he like he point. I'm like, yo, I can't see who it really is, but they look familiar. Then they come over. It's my cousin, second cousin, but cousin Eric.
okay.
He is there with his son. So we talk for a minute. He goes on. 15 minutes later, who walks in? Cuzzo.
What?
Yeah, he walked in. That's his nephew. It's his brother's son. Uh, so he walked in, like, yo, kicked it, all that good stuff. Good to see family, especially in Richmond, because I ain't really have a lot of family in Richmond like over the years. More
Word,
now than ever before, but I had no family around here.
word
So
up.
it's good to see random family, out and about.
It's like, what was it? The Uptown Alley joint?
No,
Uh,
no, the joint. Oh, it's like closer to
oh,
Bowl
you know you
America.
said bowling. I
Bowl
think.
America. Bowl America.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, I didn't even know that joint was right there until I went there a couple months. I think the first time I went there was Halloween, actually.
yeah.
I was like, I didn't even know this joint was right here.
A lot of stuff, man. I used to get over that way a lot, like consistently, like for years. But I haven't. I would probably say within the past year and a half, I haven't gone that way. I was in that way all the time. Like, of course, I'm shooting. Well, just on Hall Street Road. Period. I had
Mm-hmm.
reasons to go out there. There was a wing command, which is no longer there, sadly. There was a couple of other things. I would meet my boy D. We would hit the Burger King right there for a minute. You know, um, cool out. My daughter, she was living right down the street. Well, she really don't live too far from where she was living now, but she was living right down the street a little bit further up. So I always had an extra excuse to go over there. Now they
Right.
moved a little bit further down, but a little bit further down and then maybe a little bit west. But yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but I haven't, I haven't been down that way any of the, down Hall Street Road in a minute.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Didge, what's good?
Oh, I'm doing well. Trying to stay warm. It is freezing here in Wisconsin.
I imagine I'm looking at some of the temperatures of some of these games today, and it's about to be crazy brick in a lot of
I
these kickoffs, man.
I could not imagine being out there in some of these games. Like I saw the Chicago one. I think it's supposed to feel like -14 out there, and I get it because it feels like
Yeah,
that here. I can't imagine playing football in that weather.
yeah. I saw somewhere between -10 and -15. Right in
Yeah,
out there.
I'd be good.
Joe and Caleb gonna be out there in the elements.
Yeah, more power to them because it's brutal. I'm trying to not leave the house today because of this.
Ain't no try. Yeah, I'm not leaving. I don't. We ain't that cold like y'all got it, but it's cold enough out here in Richmond.
Yeah. It's gonna be what 16 tonight, so we'll we'll stop right there.
Yeah, I wish. It's literally 1 degree right now.
Yo. Remember when we had that run, Prime? That run
Yes.
sub 10 degrees?
Yep. Yep. I do. Trust me, I do.
Yeah, that's every year for us.
Man.
Shout out to AJ, my man, Arvin Jackson, my brother in the house. Let me start off by saying OKC for the repeat, but the Spurs are going to be a problem. Lived by the three, they died by the three last night. Yep. And I wanted them to play the Knicks. Hey AJ, you know I got love for you, but I ain't want that smoke, bro. I mean, I'm not so sure if the cup means anything to anybody. It don't mean nothing to me, but if that cup means anything, I'm not so sure that we gonna beat San Antonio, because I see what Wemby did to us last time we played them. But I'd rather play them than play y'all, bro. Let me say that. So
fair enough.
Yeah, but the cup means nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I can get a cup out of the kitchen. That means more to me than this NBA cup, to be honest with you.
Yeah, fair.
But it is nice to be playing well. As a Knicks fan, I'll say that. So interesting enough, man. Interesting enough. Source, I got another one for y'all, man. I got another one for y'all before we get into this stuff. I think Joel's gonna try to make it, but I got something for y'all, man. So ESPN. Now, granted, it ain't the full letter like the big boy, but it's on ESPN News. But I gotta put it out there because I saw something the other day that was crazy. These folks had on bike polo, like bicycle polo. You know what polo is, right? You know what polo is. They got bike polo. You might be like, probably that's not that crazy. But what got me was they were playing on a court that kind of looked like you in one of the matter of fact, it was on the Burrows, because the matchup I was watching was Queens versus Brooklyn. These cats was on bikes on these courts that looked like tennis courts with no nets and no pole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they had the goals at each end. And you talking about an audience. I didn't see any bleachers from the side they were showing it on. So there were legitimately people looking over the fence, leaning against the fence from the sidewalk, like, you know what I'm saying, watching this. I believe I saw a bus stop right behind where some of the people were standing.
That's what I'm talking about. Hood sports.
Yeah, and I'm like, they got bike polo out here on ESPN News, dog.
Wait till they start paying $500.
I'm looking it up now. This is crazy. Apparently it used to be an Olympic sport.
I didn't know.
Now, granted, that was way back in the early 1900s, but
I mean, it was like bikes, horses, same difference.
And basically what you said. They was like, hey, sometimes everybody can't get a horse. So,
that'll get a bike.
Right.
Hood Olympics.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm a boy. Let me be honest with y'all. I was watching this. I actually left it on the channel for quite a while. It was nothing else on. It wasn't.
I can see watching that. I can see watching.
I don't know if I was more fascinated just at the aspect that there was bike polo, or the fact that they was actually getting it done downtown in the middle of the city.
That's the part that shocked me, because every other one of these pictures, it is not. These are not city environments. Like This is, it's insane.
See, now I gotta look.
If you type in, I think maybe bike polo or bicycle polo, and put like maybe Brooklyn versus Queens versus Brooklyn, it might give you one of those pictures. I know it took me a minute to find. I should have uploaded them here, but it was just wild to me. You could actually watch a match while you're waiting for the bus or not waiting for the bus. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Apparently, there was a world championship. I wonder was.
Wow, like this is crazy.
Oh, okay. The world championship was in Taiwan this year, but it's like the fact that there's world championships for it.
Nothing surprised me anymore, because I got another one for you real quick.
It's real. It's real right here.
If y'all look this up, this is the craziest thing ever. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't sit there and watch. I gave it about 5 minutes. But did y'all know that there's such thing as roof ball?
What's that?
Bruh.
Thank you, because it's like, are you just throwing the ball from one roof to the other? And it's like,
I
all
thought
right.
at first that maybe you throw the ball and it's somebody else on the other side, and you get points for somebody catching the ball or whatever.
Now
But
I gotta look
that's
this
what
up.
I thought. No, this is like a sport where it's tactical because you got to be on point. Where you map out the rules beforehand, but apparently if you're playing on the roof, the ones I saw were like slanted roofs. If you throw it and hit a certain part of the roof, you get certain points. If you catch the ball, then they're using football. When it comes back down, you get a certain amount of points. If you have some type of smokestack or pole or something, and it hits the pole, you get a certain amount of points. If you throw the football up on the roof and it goes up one side, around one side of the pole, but comes back down on the other side of the pole, it's points. This is what got me about this. There were legitimately people pulled up in these folks' yards. I'm talking, they got the camera crew out there. They got tables out there. They got two dudes commentating the event. This is on ESPN News, bro.
It sounds like, because like obviously as kids we used to do stuff like that. You throwing the ball on the roof. Usually using a basketball. You throw it so that way it can roll back down, but you throw it on the roof trying to hit stuff and whatnot. But to like, there was never no rhyme or reason to it. We was just doing stuff because we was bored, and maybe it's too windy of a day. The court kept falling or something.
Wait, what kind of roof are we talking?
It's got to be, ours was slanted at my house.
We're talking house roof.
Yeah, ours, like the slanted.
I pictured project building roof because we were talking about Brooklyn and New York.
Automatically. I don't think what I saw was in Brooklyn and New York. I mean, if it was in a,
When I Googled it, it did say it started in New York. So okay. I was like, oh, I think it's like upstate New York though. Cause it was like, I don't know. I'd never heard of the city. So I was like, this clearly isn't near New York City, but yeah,
now I gotta look that up.
I can't imagine.
No,
it has a whole association. It said like the Roof Ball Association when I searched it.
Yeah, dog. When I said they were going hard, there was two people sitting at a table commentating and stuff. People are in the backyard, chairs and stuff. In one of the joints I was watching, chairs all in the yards, people standing up, somebody out there with the Starbucks, like they were intense. And it was another, and I was trying to get all the scoring down. They kind of got past me because it was 5 points for this, lose a point for that. If it goes over the roof into your backyard, you lose. I'm like, this is wild, bro. This is wild. And they were broadcasting it on one of the 4-letter channels, on the 4-letter stations, bro.
I guess ESPN, I guess they figure, look, sports means sports.
Like, as long as you can bet on it, we'll play.
Right.
Yeah, I heard a dude talking and like, she's like, oh, you had such a great run last year. And how do you feel about your chances this year? Because I don't know, can you still make the wild card? And I'm like, the wild card?
They got playoffs?
Oh, this dude was like, I don't know, man. I'm 32 points down or something, and I would have to do some. After that, they lost me. But yeah, they would. The girl who was apparently a former league champion now does commentating, was interviewing him, and he was talking about they were trying to figure out whether or not he could still make the wild card. Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm looking at, they got, like I said, they have it's called the Roof Ball Federation of America.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at they different stuff. They have literal like international event. They had an Australian Open back in June. Like, imagine telling your job, because I gotta imagine this, you're not doing this isn't your day job, so you have to actually be working doing this. So imagine telling your job you need PTO because you got to go to Australia to throw a ball on the roof. It's crazy.
You did at home.
I've heard from people that I know. Matter of fact, I used to work with one. I mean, so it's, you know my man Chuck. He's playing flag football.
Yep.
I remember when Chuck and I used to work together, and they used to talk about, yeah, man, I got to put this in and get that in just in case we make it to the tournament, maybe to the championship. Then we going out to the whole 9 yards. And I remember another guy that worked for us for a short time. And he didn't work with me, but he worked at another store, and he was like, man, I didn't even know we made it till 2 weeks ago. He said, man, you gonna give me this time, man, or I might have to find another job. He was serious. He was very serious about being able to make the joint to go to the the flag football joint so they can try to win a championship.
Hey, you see they got the NFL joint. They're talking about doing the NFL flag league.
Mm-hmm.
That's because of us. It's because of us.
I
We put
see
in the
you.
work. Yeah, man. The Nationals used to be either in Ohio or West Virginia or Pennsylvania or Virginia. And yeah, you travel for state tournament. State tournament,
Yeah.
matter of fact, state tournament is happening right now, for
Yeah.
real.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
so
You
yeah,
know Bernie's balling this year?
Ver, you know Vernice is out there. Hold on. Speaking of Vernice, shout out to the kids. Her and Daryl's children, they're
Yeah.
big boys,
Yeah.
play sports. One of them played yesterday. Check this out though. Vernice gave the stat line of her son. Have you ever seen a parent give a turnover stat of a
I
child?
saw that.
Bro,
I
I
saw
started to
that
put a
too.
message on that joint. I said, I ain't even messing with them. I ain't even messing with her.
It was
How
only
you
like
gonna put the
two, right?
turnovers, the main turnovers though, Vernice? That's what we
He,
doing?
hey, so this he had a decent stat line to be honest with
Oh yeah,
you.
he was
But
no,
that
you know, like
turnover though, it could have
But
been
she put the
better.
turnovers in there too.
12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers.
Two
I was
turnovers.
like, what did he do to deserve this?
That's because she letting him know. Look, I will tell every stat. That means you need to be better. You can always be better. I get it.
I'm calling the child abuse hotline.
Shout out to the first lady of the SBP. She's probably busy today. I wouldn't be surprised if she popped in and say hi. Big game today. And so you know how she do. She would y'all know why I'm here. I feel, you know what, man, we got time. I don't know how her weekends are looking because, they got the kids and all that, but I had to reach out to her because, I realized we done went the whole season this year and not had her pop on for a second to do anything. We've had her on a couple of times, so, might have to reach out to her and see if she's busy or not before this thing is over with. I mean, it's not like her team is not going to make the playoffs. I mean, I'm just saying. So she ought to be around for a minute.
Yeah, I think she'll be around for that.
Hey, lastly, man, I got to shout out my boy AJ again. AJ said there is a throwing rocks across the pond league.
What?
Hell,
I gotta Google this.
Rock skipping. Yeah, the rock skipping jump.
To make rocks skip across the water. They get it in. And like I say, AJ, the crazy thing, bro, it's not even so much that they got the league. It's the fact it gets broadcast on ESPN, bro.
Nationally on the worldwide leader in sports.
Yeah.
Look, you can't be the worldwide leader in sports and not put all these obscure sports out there.
I'm telling y'all. People can talk about me all they want. I don't care. But, Source and I talked last week about I've already started planning my movie runs for when football season slows down and then it's over.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I still got basketball and stuff I can watch, especially the women, but I plan my movie runs already, dog. So, I watch so many 2 or 3 movies this day, and it's probably a theme to another. But I ain't gonna lie to you. There'll be sometimes I will watch some of this craziness. If I'm bored to death on a Sunday and don't want to leave the house, I will watch. And some things are not so crazy. I'm not a big bowler, but I will watch bowling. You know what I'm saying? And my man, well, he ain't there no more. But
he retired, but
that's my guy.
He was. I don't even know his name. I just know him as "Who do you think you are?" I am. That's all I
am. Yeah, he's.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
I remember that clip.
Yeah, but
I remember when he retired. They was talking to him, and he was like, "Look, you could love me, you could hate me. All that matters at the end of the day, you watched."
Exactly.
I was like, "This." He just drops bars. Like that's what he does.
Entertainment at its finest, man. Entertainment at its finest. Yeah, but he's a dude I like to watch in a lot of them. So I watch some of that stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we'll see. But we got a lot of football to talk about. We're gonna get right into it, man. We're not gonna hold y'all any longer. That's what most of y'all came here for. Shout out to everybody who popped in. And we are going to dive right into this thing, man. And the first thing we're gonna talk about is going to be the Ravens and the Bengals. We were out here talking about temperatures. I saw 14 degrees there as well as of earlier today. Feels like -1. So these people are going to be cold. So I guess your boy Lamar probably going to be out there. What you call it? Is it the shiesty or whatever? Whatever.
Oh, yeah. He definitely going to have that.
Yeah, I believe in. I don't know about y'all. Granted, it's not playoff time, but a lot of games I didn't see with Lamar in that shiesty joint. No, he ain't played too well. So I'm just telling y'all. So put it out there.
He ain't look too happy to be out there, John, either.
I mean, he a Florida kid, ain't he?
Yeah, that's gonna make it. Yeah,
I know
yeah.
he went. I know he went to Louisville for college, but
Yeah,
look,
but it's Florida.
that ain't enough. Those 4 years, that don't. I don't even think he went all 4. That don't get you ready for the cold weather enough.
It doesn't. So he's up against it, and yeah, faking the boy Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow playing all types of weather. He ain't got no choice today because uh, he talked about the other day. He will play this game as long as it's his fun. I don't know if he's having a whole lot of fun right now,
Man.
but yeah, yeah, he needs to get out here and make it happen. Lamar 10-2 lifetime versus the Cincinnati Bengals. He is 6-2 versus Joe Burrow. Dish, how you think this thing gonna go, man?
I mean, we kind of saw this 2 weeks ago.
Thanksgiving.
We kind of know how this is probably gonna go. I don't know what's up with the Ravens this year. Like, we keep giving them chances. We keep saying like, oh, they can eventually turn around. They still can do it. Truthfully, I think even with a loss here, they probably still could.
Yeah,
but I mean,
be rough.
It's gonna be rough, and the Bengals went into the Ravens' house and beat them badly.
That's my fight, punk.
Yeah, I don't see why it's gonna be any different 2 weeks later. I can't see anything else.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy how they weather these temperatures. Cincinnati, of course, going to be no T. Higgins after your boy just gotten him back. He's in a concussion protocol. So it's going to be rough. I'm not going to get my score yet, but I'm going to tell y'all the one thing that I'm watching, man, is the Ravens. Is they've been terrible in the red zone here lately, man. They said that this year, this is since Lamar was drafted by drafted into the league, this has been the worst red zone conversion percentage they've had.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. So it's how you feel this thing gonna go, man. How much was you looking for today?
I don't know what I'm looking for. A lot of people being cold. I know that. They're gonna just be unhappy, be like, we out here for nothing. We out here for this money. But and the only team that's looked good recently of these two at any point is Cincinnati, really. Like, Baltimore hasn't looked good, generally speaking. Cincinnati's looked good.
Even Cincinnati's looked decent, I guess. They still haven't. I think that Baltimore win is still their only win recently.
Yeah.
They've just been competitive in those games, whereas Baltimore just don't look competitive in their games they're losing.
Yeah. So, and if you compare quarterbacks, I'm probably leaning Joe Burrow at this time, just based on current conditions and the way they played in recent history.
Yeah.
And he said, like you said, there's 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever it is.
Yeah, I think it's like 15 days or something. 16.
Yeah. They got smacked by these same people. Smacked.
Yeah.
In broad daylight or nightlight. It was bad business. So, I don't know, man. But T. Higgins could be a big deal. I think that could be a big deal because that means Joe Shabazz over there. But it also means 87 passes to Jamar Chase.
You're right about that. He's going to get that heavy workload. I expect him. And, of course, Chase Brown, who I mentioned last week, continues to get busy, adding to that 100 yards from scrimmage consecutive streak, man. He's going to get a lot of work out there today, man. Shout out to Liddy and the Don Mega also in the comments. And yes, Caesar, there's another week without you here, so you'll be all right. You will be okay, bro. I told you messed that all up, bro. I told you had to talk to Source about that, and I see where that went. So,
Caesar,
yeah,
Caesar will turn this show into You know what? He never hit me up. I'm gonna just put it on Caesar. He never hit me up.
So he really didn't want to come on here, evidently.
He never hit me
He
up.
just never really want to come. He just wanted to,
You just want to put it out there in the world.
Everybody feel sorry for him.
Yep, exactly. He don't really want to do it.
Poor
Caesar, you know my Cash App. Make that Jones sing, and
how much do you really want to be here? I'll get you.
Prime to bring you up right now. You know.
Look, Caesar, he said for the right price, you might get on for a show, and then you might get another 10 minutes on another show. But I'm just saying. But you got to hit it. You know his Cash App. Hit him up.
You know my Cash App. Make it happen, and we'll talk about it.
Man, but yeah, it's supposed to be extremely cold, like we talked about over there, man. They said that this could challenge for one of the coldest regular season games ever played. And what's it called now? It's like Payco now, something like that. Formerly Paul Brown.
Yeah, it's Paycor.
Paycor. I know it was Pay something.
I didn't know this.
So we're talking about
Paul Brown.
Payola.
I thought it was still Paul Brown, to be honest. This is what I just read that about. Yeah. I was just reading about the it being the second coldest game. I don't know why they're saying second coldest. They said the coldest kickoff was 9 degrees, and they're saying it's supposed to be 10. It's like at that point, realistically, a degree or two, you might as well just lump them together.
Hey, Lydia understands. Lydia understands. You know what I'm saying? He know the assignment.
You know what it is, Lady. Hey, Lady, check your inbox too. I sent you a message yesterday.
No doubt. Yeah. So look, I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all my score when I think about this.
Go ahead, Prime. Do it
on this one here. So, Bengals, as Diz mentioned, have looked good. Even in the loss, we had some couple of costly turnovers by Burrow last week, I believe it was, but they putting up points. 30 plus in both of Joe Burrow's games since he's been back. The scary part for Lamar and the Ravens, these people have only scored 36 over the last 2.
Lord,
they having a problem finding that end zone, man, consistently, especially in that red zone. So that's why I'm going to roll with Joe Shiesty. I don't know if he's gonna be wearing the Shiesty or not, but I'm gonna be rolling with Burrow. I'm gonna roll with Burrow out this piece hard, man, hard. And I got these people putting up 33 points today to the Ravens 24.
Oh.
If the Ravens want to have some success in that one, they need to get that guy number 22 that's on the screen some work. That's what they're gonna need to do. But I don't have it, man. I'm rolling with Joe Burrow in the day, man.
Rush, man.
All right, let me see.
They say tickets are as low as $8. That's how cold it's gonna be.
Ain't no folks ain't having that, man. That likes
I ain't mad at him.
I ain't mad at him either. I wouldn't be out there. And then I remember I was in college, and one of my dad's one of his contractors got him tickets to a Packer game. It was a Monday night game. And he was like, if you drive up, we could go. He was like, obviously you're just gonna have to miss class on Tuesday. And he was like, yeah, they were box seats. So I was like, okay, cool. We ain't got to be in the elements. I'm driving up for it. Man, we get there. It's so cold. And everybody else in the box was like, we want to be with the people. So they opened up the box. I was so miserable. I was like, the reason I showed up for this is because we weren't going to be warm. Like the whole point was we are in a box. I don't have to deal with the elements. Oh, it was brutal.
That's disrespectful too.
I was so mad, but it's like you can't say much. I'm there for free, like
True.
Like I can't complain. But for this game, it's very interesting that you pick these two pictures because this is the score I was gonna pick 30-22. I brought up that 8 for a reason.
I like how you did that.
30-22, the Bengals.
Mm.
I like it. Don Mega, I see out there. Don got 31-27 for the Bengals. So we all Bengals so far. Source, what you got popping?
I got this thing being ugly, weather issues, 1916 Cincinnati.
I like it.
Ooh,
At
that's a lot
19,
of
make
field
it ugly,
goals.
make the score ugly. So I like that. I like that. 19.
Cuzzo said 31-27.
Yep.
Word.
So everybody on board with Joe.
Cuz I already talked about seeing you yesterday. You missed it. You was late. You
Yeah,
was late to pull up.
it's unfortunate. It's the Ravens season is off the rails. I think it's over for that.
They can find themselves in trouble real quick, to be honest with you.
I mean,
Scared.
their next 2 weeks aren't easier. They play the Packers and then they play the Patriots. Like those aren't easy games.
Oh,
It might be flip flopped. I think the Packers are the 27th.
man, I ain't even no Ravens fan. That kind of hurt my feelings when you said that. Whoa,
Smack in the face.
I felt it in my chest.
Don't smack me like that. You
Sheesh.
smack me, then I smack you back.
And don't let the Steelers mess around and oh boy.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Mm.
the Steelers could very easily because I think
Yeah, they got to Steelers have a winnable schedule.
yeah.
I mean, it's they're winnable. I said they gonna win, but it's winnable.
Right. They're winnable, yeah.
I'm still holding on to my statement from 2 months ago, about a month and a half ago. But
It's still alive though.
it's looking shaky.
It's still alive.
I think they need this too because I think the Steelers only got one division loss, and so
I believe that's
What's the Steel? I don't even know the Steelers record.
7-6. They're both right around each
Oh,
other.
okay. So it's that close. Yeah.
It's just that
It's a
division
race
time.
It's a race to 10.
Yeah,
At least one of them ain't gonna make it.
yeah.
like
Both
he
of them
said,
might not make it.
Yeah.
y'all laughing. It's I mean, even with the stumbles, the Bengals have not yet been erased. And I'm gonna tell you what I thought was funny the other day when they were talking in the hunt. I saw some couple of teams that had already been eliminated, right? I think it was like Monday or Tuesday. But when they had in the hunt, just the fact that they had the Jets in the hunt,
Right. Right.
I'm like,
It-
bruh.
That was crazy to me because that was when they were 3-9. It's like the 3-9. You know the 3-9 Jets ain't going nowhere near the playoffs. What are we doing? I don't even think. I think both of their first two quarterbacks are out.
They say you can't count them out till they're officially out. Technically.
Well, now they are officially out. I see the E by their name now.
As it should be.
All right, so there we go. Clean. We got a clean sweep for the Bengals.
Yeah,
That's rough.
might be
Rough right there.
If it ain't
might be a
rough-
curse.
If it ain't rough, it ain't right.
What they say. That's what Queen say.
And noting too, to add to all of us picking them, this is Joe Burrow's first home start this year. I mean, since he's missed. So
Oh
Interesting.
wow.
Wait, who did Cincinnati just play? Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
So that was Joe Burrow's first loss in December.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his thing. He
That's
got
crazy.
his thing going on in December, just like Josh Allen got his junk going on in December and January. So very interesting. All right, what we got next up? Next up, we're going to go to the Chargers and the Chiefs.
Today, boy, this is
Source is holding on to even though he didn't pick the Ravens today, he's still holding on to what he said about the Ravens making it run. I was the only one a couple of weeks ago that said that the Chiefs were going to make the playoffs. And I got to hold on to that. So surprise, surprise. That's not surprising anybody there. Chargers won that first game. They was playing in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
They won the Brazil matchup. So the Chargers are attempting to sweep the Chiefs for the first time since 2013. Downside for the Chiefs this year, their bread and butter has been the one-score games. They're 1-6 in those one-score games, and they're 3-5 versus AFC opponents. So things ain't looking good. I guess if there's one bright spot, they playing at home. So, Source,
that bright.
Source, what you think about today's game, man?
Man, these intra-divisional matchups are always fun, whether the teams are good or bad, as we've seen from other teams that we'll talk about later, probably. Um, Sometimes it doesn't matter once you get into the division. We saw that Thursday, actually. We just saw it happen on the road.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not feeling that jolly about this team right here on the left, these Los Angeles Chargers. I'm not really feeling them right now. Like, we are not on the same page, especially it hasn't been a week since we've seen them people up close. So here, just man, that's a whole. We'll discuss. No, we're not discussing that. I'm gonna talk about it right now. How does one man turn the ball over twice in one play? How, Sway? How?
That was a hell of a play.
How? You would think. Hey, I threw an interception. Why the ball ended up back in my hand? Let me just fall down. Tuck this guy. Not this guy. Not this guy. That was crazy. All right. Enough about them. I like the Chargers. I like that the Chargers have played pretty well this season, for real. We've had a lot of seasons where we look for the Chargers to be able to hang with the Chiefs or overtake them, and they just haven't been able to do it, whether it's in a straight head-to-head matchup or just in a division overall. But right now, it's a little different. I mean, everybody chasing Denver, but it's a little different right now.
Not everybody.
Well, true that. That is a fact. Not everybody. Somebody who shall remain nameless in the belly of the beast. But we know Prime loves Kansas City, so I should leave some time for him to just talk about Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes.
I ain't got a lot to say about it. They got to win. They just got to win. Whatever it takes, they got to win. I do like the fact in today's game is not only do they know that they have to win, but it's supposed to be cold as a mug out there too.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many of them Chargers grew up in cold weather states, but they coming over there to play.
This ain't really west to east. This ain't west coast to east coast, but it is.
It'll still be cold.
West to east though.
I saw earlier they were saying that they didn't expect it to get above 25 in that bad boy. So
25 ain't crazy.
No, it ain't. But I just you take.
No, I get you.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold. You know what I'm saying?
It is still cold.
And I think if I remember right, what did the Chiefs in the first time they played was your boy Justin Herbert's legs, man. I remember there was a couple of plays where the Chiefs had a chance to get stopped and Herbert would just take off.
Is that the game where he took off at the end and ran for the first down in the fourth?
He did in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I think I saw a stat that the Chiefs, they have allowed the third most amount of yards to quarterbacks.
Rushing?
Quarterbacks. Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. So they haven't been that good at that this year. So that's a very scary thought. And the fact that Omar and Hampton looked decent when he came back, and then they had that two-headed monster because they continue to use Vidal a lot. He had some opportunities to play last week as well. I did see that Quentin Johnson is out for the Chiefs today. And, he's up and down, but he's always good for a good game in a lot of these big ones, so he's out of it. But the Chiefs got to win it, man. The Chiefs got to win it. But I'm going to hold to my score. Diz, what you think, man?
The Chiefs are kind of rough when they go up against top defenses, and the Chargers are the number 4 defense in the league right now. They are the number 5 against the pass in the league right now. And we've seen what happens when the Chiefs go up against these stout defenses. I don't think I'm not saying that the dynasty is done, if that's what you want to call it. Like, next year's a whole new year. Who knows what's going to happen with them. But I do think for this year, the Chiefs get eliminated today.
Yeah, that's great. Think about it. They could actually be eliminated before Christmas.
Ooh.
Eliminated before Christmas. That's wild. Yeah, to your point, man, I don't think people are talking about that the dynasty is done. I think no matter what happens this year, maybe as we're looking at it right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not so sure that there might be one or two, moves they can make or pieces they can put in place. I mean, Mahomes is still a quarterback, right? So,
and that's the thing. Like I remember the I would say 2012 to like 2014 years during the Patriots run where we would go to the playoffs and maybe losing the divisional, maybe make the AFC Championship game, but get losing. The dynasty is over, and then you saw what happened after that. So it's like I can't fully say that the dynasty is over because of who their quarterback is, and they can easily retool. It's not like Patrick Mahomes is going to have to he's out on his last legs,
right?
But it's for this year. The way the ball is bouncing, this ain't the year, and I don't see them making a run. Even if they win today, it's still going to be a very tall task. Like a lot of things have to go their way in order to make the playoffs. So I just think it's too little, too late.
Yeah. So what's crazy is scenario as of today. Of course, they lose, they're done. All right. For them also, all four of these, if they lose, Buffalo beats or ties the Patriots, the Jags beat or tie the Jets, the Texans beat the Cardinals. All of those have to happen
in order for them to stay alive.
In order for them to lose.
Oh, if they lose, and all that happens.
Yep. So,
and that's the thing. Like I say, eliminated today, but it's the fact that if they lose today, they can't get 10 wins, and there are 3 teams who I know for a fact, even if they don't get that 10th win today, their schedule is soft enough that they'll be able to get it in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, it would have to be a monumental collapse by a lot of teams in order for them to get in.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give y'all my score. I know it's a lot of words being thrown around, and somebody gonna take them as disrespect. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs today. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs at the crib. Shout out to my man Liddy. I got the Chiefs 24-20 in a tough one. Yeah. I believe in Andy Reid.
You know what's crazy?
Not to make the playoffs. Hold on, not to make the playoffs. But I believe in Andy Reid.
I was just gonna say, you know what's crazy? Looking at the playoff standings, they're technically even behind the Ravens in the standings for the wild card because of conference record.
Yeah, it's tough.
All they can do is win.
Yeah. Score though. You said 24-20?
Mm-hmm.
I saw 21-19 in the. I think it was 21-19 Chargers in the chat.
Don got 21-19.
What was it? 27-21 the first game. $27-17 today, Chargers.
Dang, the double digit on the road disrespect.
Ooh.
That man said double digits on the road.
Yeah, Don took the Chargers too. He took 21-19. I'm going to take 22-20. 22-20 the Chiefs. That's what I'm going to roll with. So
I'm going to say, I know you ain't picking the Chargers.
Oh, you knew he wasn't picking the Chargers.
Yeah, like,
look, Texas did them 20-10.
Going down with the ship, man.
I think the Texans did them 20-10. I think they can score one more, and the Chargers will score one more.
Yeah. Liddy was talking about, we were talking about earlier, he said, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Brady went 10 years without a Super Bowl. Yeah, the Chiefs thing is funny because I think, there's a lot, we don't know what's going to happen next season. I've been telling folks, you look at the moves that they could possibly make. Like I've been advocating for maybe they go out and get like Isaiah Likely, who's at the end of his contract. Maybe he's not going to be the exact blocker that you would get from McKelsey or somebody, but that's a guy in that offense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
get busy because I hold, I tell everybody Isaiah Likely is a number one, is a one. Didn't help that you playing with the Mark Andrews, but Likely is a one.
I will say though, to say that what's crazy about Brady going 10 years with the Super Bowl, they were still going to the playoffs. The one year that they didn't go to the playoffs, Brady tore his ACL, and they still won 11 games that year.
Yeah.
Was it
so yeah, that was the Matt Castle year. They still won 11 games.
Yeah,
the AFC was just crazy.
Maddie.
And the difference here is the Chiefs is about to be under 500. That's the difference.
Say it again, dude. That's what you say it again.
I'm just saying that they could very well still hit 500, obviously, but the way it's trending, they'll be under 500.
They remind me of not so much the 500 part, but they remind me of the old Denver Broncos back in the Elway days. And when I say what they have a chance to, I think what they have a chance to do is, those Broncos teams, as I've talked about many times on this show, were crazy because they went into this thing until they got Terrell Davis. Let me say that, but they were consistently in playoffs and Super Bowl with nobody running backs for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bobby Humphrey and Sammy Winder. Nobody knows who they are for real. Like, unless you were like a deep college historian or something, and you remember Bobby Humphrey. They went into it with a good receiver that people might remember. Some people remember, like an Advance Johnson, but nobody was hailing Mark Jackson or Ricky Nattil as the greatest thing in sliced bread. But they consistently were in the playoffs or the Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? The one constant, was the coach. So we're assuming that Andy Reid is not hanging them up, because Dan Reid hung in there for a little bit. Mm-hmm. You also look at the fact that it was the quarterback, a Hall of Fame quarterback, who, in my opinion, is greatly disrespected when we talk about the GOATs, because people always want to pull up the fact that he didn't do jack till Terrell Davis got there. Yeah, he did do jack. He dragged them people to 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Basically, with a bunch of no names for real, like on offense. I mean, I'll be honest with you. And the defense reminds me of Kansas City's those couple years when they won, because, to be honest with you, Spagnuolo is a hell of a defensive coordinator. They would have a couple of names, some good names, like all the times that Frank Clark's and you got Jones, and you had Honey Badger was there for a second. You had names, right? Denver had a Dennis Smith and a Mecklenburg, but they were never hailed as the greatest defense out there. They had a name, the Orange Crush, but nobody had them listed as a top 2 or 3 deep. You see what I'm saying? This Chiefs team reminds me a lot of them, and I believe when and if they're out of this thing, I don't know if the overall dynasty is over, but maybe the dynasty as we know it is over. You see what I'm saying? They got a chance to still be good.
Yeah, true.
But enough on this game right here. We're gonna sit back and watch and see. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Next up, who we got? Aha! We gonna trickle this thing over to the Bills and the Patriots. Oh man, I'm loving this, man. I'm loving this one right here. Big thing for your boys that they did. You can clinch not only the playoffs, but the East today with a victory, man.
Yeah.
Oh, been a minute since you've been in this position, huh?
5 years.
Half the league is not shedding a tear for you.
That's fine. That is very fine. I don't see a reason to not feel confident today. Like, obviously, the Bills are the Bills. They're a great team. They're going to make the playoffs regardless. But the reason why, they're going to make the playoffs regardless. Okay. Yeah, no. As much as I would love for them, look, Josh Allen just either his wife is pregnant or they just had the kid. I just saw the article about it the other day. I would love for him to go home and be a family man. Kids love having a dad at home.
You talking about Josh Allen?
Yeah, his Haley Steinfeld. I guess she's
she's expecting.
So look,
I ain't mad at him either, but go
prepare for the baby. I don't care. Look, kids love having a father at home. Like, do that. Sit this one out. But we went into their house and beat them. Now, granted, they could very much go into our house and beat us. They have done it before. But I don't have a reason to not feel like we can't do it. I think if it was we won in Foxborough the first time and now we're coming here, then it's like, okay, how are you going to handle the road environment, whatever, and stuff like that. But it's like, we did that part. We did the heart victory. Let's just play like we know we need to play and take that win. I feel like this year is the year for us. I like that score in the comments. That's the exact score I was going to pick. 27-24 Patriots.
Huh? Is that Cuzzo?
Yeah. He got 27-24. So you gonna roll with that too, did?
Yeah, that was the score I was gonna pick. It's funny that I saw it.
27-24. Simple enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to compliment the Patriots. They've been doing it. They were getting it done while Didge was crying about no running game.
Hey, we still don't have a running game.
And they're getting it done since. And tough matchups, making big plays at the crucial times with Diggs and Drake May. Y'all's guy. Y'all love this guy. Both of y'all love this guy, right?
I do.
I know you love him. He could be Steve Grogan out there joining, and you still be he's a quarterback from back in the day before you were born. For the pay. Anyway, I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it.
That's fair.
It's Josh Allen or bust. That's what I'm going. Josh Allen or bust. And what's the weather like? Anybody?
It's snowing.
It is snowing and cold.
Neither of them care.
Yeah,
I need
nothing.
I just want to know.
I love the snow last week. I want more snow than I had last week, though.
Me too. I'm with that.
Snow.
And
it's actually relatively warm given everything. It says it's 32 right now.
Dang.
Very interesting because that's one of my scores. But before I let this topic go, I'm sorry. No, I'll give you the score and then I'll give you a quick rant. Be short. 32-27 Buffalo. I'm going with the Bills. 32-27. Both of y'all, actually, you and Cuzzo picked 27 as the winning score. Y'all got the number right, but unfortunately, got to throw an extra touchdown and 2-point conversion on the Buffalo side. So 32-27. But this just gives me a quick moment to mention how dope Conway the Machine's album is. If you haven't heard it, check that joint out. You Can't Kill God with Bullets. Shout out to my guy, J.R. Swifts. He got a joint on there. Timbaland's got a joint on there. It's a who's who of producers, and sometimes you see a bunch of producers' names, and it's just it's whatever. Everybody got dope joints on this project, and Conway went crazy as usual. So shout out to Conway the Machine.
Shout out to Conway the Machine. That joint is fire.
Yeah, man.
Hey, did y'all didn't see the pregame, man? This dude Mac Hollins was walking into the stadium while it was snowing with no shirt on and no shoes.
Yeah, that was supposed to be my other reason. I was focused on the other.
No shoes, no socks. He just had on some pants, bro.
No service.
That's
walking past security and the fans that were out there. Yeah, just walking right on it like it was nothing. Nothing.
He's a confusing guy. He's a confusing guy, but he's living his life. What can I say?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think this is going to be a highly competitive game. To be honest with you. I want to see how the secondaries hold up when those pass plays have to be made. We know Christian Gonzalez is a stud. I mean, he is a stud on that one side. But Buffalo got a couple of guys that don't slouches either, especially Christian Benford. Dude be playing, man. He be playing. He doesn't get the props that he deserves, but he consistently, when they line him up and when he's healthy. I know he was a little nicked up earlier in the week, but I haven't seen when he's not playing. He does a pretty good job against opposing receivers. Doesn't mind following receivers, whether it's on the outside or sometimes they're moving to the slot. So who he would follow if they go that route, I don't know. Maybe they get him over there and match him up against Diggs. I don't know. But keep an eye out for him. This guy makes plays, man. This guy
I
makes
know
plays.
for Buffalo, no Darnell Savage today.
Yep.
Or Gabe Davis, but we're talking that's offense. But
yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I really want to go with the Buffalo in this one. I really do. But it's just something about playing in Foxborough, man. It's just something about these guys are hot. Guys are hot. And I watched Josh Allen express his admiration for Drake May. He's a fan. He said the kid is the real deal. This was that Josh Allen quoted earlier in the week. He said that kid is the real deal. So I'm gonna take Josh's word at that. And I'm gonna take the Patriots to win this game 31-28.
I love being what they say on ESPN, the lone wolf or the lone. Oh.
I'm glad you picked it. That means now I ain't got to worry about the jinx of everybody picking the same team, you know?
You said 31-28?
Yeah, 31-28. We all know that Josh Allen can go slam off in this bad boy and hit these people with 4 touchdowns.
For sure.
But we know that Josh Allen occasionally might have that game where he's going to turn the ball over 3 times. So I don't know. And then James Cook don't look quite right to me for some reason. I don't know if it's more the offense than him, but he don't look the same like he did early in the season. So, but he's still, he's still toting the rock. But yeah, I'm going to roll with the Pats. All right, next up, what we got? Oh, my man's in there. Oh, we're going to deal with the kid. We're going to deal with Uncle Phil right now, man. Uncle Phil. Phillip Rivers is back. Phillip Rivers is back. He's going to start today's game at the age of 44. So we call him Uncle Phil, but he actually Grandpa Phil because the dude is legitimately a grandfather. So they come in to take on the tough Seattle Seahawks squad that some people have playing in the NFC Championship. A lot of people in Seattle really think they're going to be playing in the NFC Championship. It's going to be tough. I'm actually really looking forward to this game, Daniel Jones and no Daniel Jones. Source, how you feel about this, man?
I mean, first off, rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
It might be saying that when this game over with that Seattle front. But anyway.
Shout out to my mans and them, Dominique. He said that Phillip Rivers ain't gonna make it through this game. He wasn't wishing it on him, but he said he ain't gonna make it through this jump, bro. And it is a quick turnaround from off the street to the starting QB in 6 days. Yeah. Unless he was staying prepared to an extent. Well, he had to be at least to an extent staying prepared, right? Or he wouldn't be out there, I don't think. But that's kind of a scary thought. Either way, I don't know, Prime. I know that the Seattle defense isn't quite what it was when we first started the season.
Whoa. Seattle defense has been. I have Seattle's defense in fantasy, so they have been single-handedly winning me games.
From not giving up points, but I know their point. They have I think they second lowest point total given up.
They get a lot of turnovers too, though.
Mm-hmm. The secondary, I think there has been a drop off in that back end a little bit. I will say.
Oh, maybe yeah.
There's been a drop off in that back
like 13 points a game early though. I mean, like I said, a slight difference. There's been a slight. It was 13 because we talked about it like week 5 or something like that.
Yep.
I'm trying to see what their last couple because I just know they gave me 30 points 2 weeks ago.
I ain't saying they not doing anything. I'm saying
just a drop off. Okay.
Like I said, they got the second lowest points given up in the NFC, if I'm not mistaken, at this time. And they're gonna get busy today, though. They're gonna get busy today. This game should be, in theory, tough. And of course, you can't take away from Prime's I don't know, second favorite running back, maybe. Jonathan Taylor. It might be number 1. I'm not sure.
Oh, in today's league?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's number 1.
Okay, so Prime's favorite running back. But as we've discussed, a lot of times it's 60 yards and a big run. it ain't gonna matter today. You're gonna have to get all 3 big runs just to keep this thing close. They getting smacked up, 38-13.
Woo, get smacked up. Whew.
Yeah, I was telling people covering my group chat that look, they need the O-line of the gods, because this man is 44. Like you said, he played in 5 years, was coaching high school football, was a semifinalist for the Hall of Fame, and decided, you know what? I could wait 5 more years. Let me just go ahead and get one more last ride, and this might really be the last ride. So I'm going 30-7.
30-7. My
30-7.
man. No, that's what I'm talking about, dude.
Woo.
I like that type of disrespect.
I do too, though, to be honest with you. But wow. Yeah, you mentioned the well, shoot, Don got 30-9.
Oh man. I at least gave a touchdown. That is 3 field goals. Like,
woo, disrespectful. Man, they yeah, you mentioned him being at the high school, right? So he was down in Alabama. It's kind of hard for me to see.
He was in Alabama?
Alabama. But yeah, St. Michael's Catholic in Alabama.
I don't know why.
He was in Alabama?
Yeah, I don't know why I assumed he just went back to San Diego.
Me too. All this year, I've been thinking in my mind that I'm like, oh, Phil just chilling with all them kids and the grandbaby. You know, so he's one of them people that the older kids, a couple of them might have moved out, but they close by.
They said his oldest son is, I think, a year younger than Riley Leonard.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Yeah. He anyway, I saw that his football team is gathering today at a Mexican restaurant. That's something that blows my mind. I'm sure every city and every state's got Mexican restaurants, but I don't think about Mexican restaurants. I'm thinking about Alabama, right? But that's a whole nother story.
That's fair, though. Like, how good you think the Mexican food in Alabama is?
They say his football team, they're gathering today at a Mexican restaurant to watch the game and cheer him on.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I saw the quarterback and a couple of the other guys were talking about it was an exciting thing for them when it was announced that he may be signing. And he said the whole time they were at school, people were taking time every 10 minutes to check their phones and all this stuff to see if there was any news about him actually signed. And then also when he got elevated from the practice squad. You know what I'm saying? So, it was crazy. So evidently he told me there was a possibility and then about the talks, and they were on watch to figure out whether or not he was getting elevated to the from the practice squad to the starting lineup. So shout out. But this man hasn't played in 1,800 days. 1,800 days. His last game was the 2021 season. Well, the 2020 season, but the 2021, because I believe it was in January. They played the Bills. And that was around the COVID time. It was COVID season. So they was like less than 7,000 people in attendance at that game. Of course, they lost that game, but it was a COVID protocol. They still had in place at that time. So
it was a playoff game.
Yeah. Wrong defense to be playing for a 44-year-old, though, man, especially with that front. That pass rush is relentless, man. They better pray that my guy JT can run the football. He last 3 out of the last 4 games, he ain't done too much of that. They've been snuffing them, shutting them down out there. So they got to find a way to run it. And I would be a little optimistic. Then I remember all the injuries the Colts got on defense too. They got a couple in the secondary. No Sauce Gardner. So I don't know what y'all gonna do with Jackson and Jigba. Smith, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So
Bengay cold plunge is crazy. Just a tub of Bengay that you got to drop into.
They make it a liquid form. Like, can you just bathe in it? Like, that's
right. He's gonna be. Remember they had LeBron. He had all those ice packs on his legs after the game. That's gonna be him.
Yeah. So a lot of 30s in here, and I'm gonna stick with the 30 trend too. I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks to win this game, and I'm going to give it 30-13.
You just involved all our scores. Got the 30.
Yeah,
You got my
I
13.
did. Wow, I did. Crazy enough. Shout out to the team that's watching today. I hope y'all eat some good food out there. I hope they got good Mexican food, man. I'm good for a good burrito enchilada. That's my shot right there. So we shall see.
Hopefully they don't see their coach get just beat.
Yeah,
up.
I just hope that he make it out the field, and who they got next week? You know?
He ain't gonna be there.
No,
I'm just playing.
Let me double check. That was funny though. He might not be.
The crazy thing is I'm just curious because they can catch this L.
Oh, it don't.
Because think about it, he can catch this L. He can catch this L and still have a chance to rally this team to the playoffs.
No. They go against San Fran next week. Then they got Jacksonville. Then they got Houston.
Good Lord!
Why did he do this?
He still wanted to come back. He looked at his schedule when he decided to come back.
I ain't gonna hold you, source. You said you was just playing. He might not be there next week. He might get beat up enough today. I ain't even saying he's gonna get injured. He might just leave and be like, "Yeah, this was a mistake. I'm done. I'm actually done."
So you came back and delayed your Hall of Fame.
You want some more, man?
Right?
No.
For one game.
This is a terrible way. Like that is a terrible schedule to end the year.
Jeez.
We've been talking about stories for the season. It would be a story, though. I mean,
it would.
It would be a story.
Jonathan Taylor better eat all his Wheaties, spinach.
Yeah.
All that.
All right, where we at? What we down? We got two more.
And they at Seattle today. That's gonna be rough.
Yeah, bro. It's going down. I mean, he's going down, but it's
next up.
We
have the Packers and the Broncos going at it.
Fire this week is so fire, man.
So we talked about the Broncos earlier. This is a fire week. The Broncos earlier, they too have a scenario. They win, they in. They clinch. So, I don't know how Sean Payton is getting it done other than defense, but he's getting it done. The Packers up and down, but when they on fire, they are on fire. Today, though, we have a matchup where I believe both quarterbacks going to be feeling the heat. Both quarterbacks. Denver definitely bringing the heat, man. Leading the league in sacks. 55 of them things. I think the next closest team has 44, I believe it is. 43 or 44. So,
wow.
So they definitely bringing that heat Jordan Love's way. And we know the Packers can get after the quarterback, especially with Micah. Micah going to make you run. Fortunately for Bo Nix, at least he got some legs. He can move a little bit, so he going to need them. Very interesting matchup, though. What you think, Diz? What you see?
The Packers are the number 5 defense in the league. They're the number, I think, 6 scoring defense. And we have seen many a times, even though the Broncos still win it because their defense is great, we've seen many a times their offense just struggle to put up points. And the defense really is the reason why they are winning these games. That being said, I don't think that happens again today. I'm picking the Packers. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game because we've also seen the Packers' offense struggle. And again, like I said, the defenses for the Broncos is really good. 16-10 Packers.
16-10.
I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing.
16-10. What you think, Source?
Everything in me says go ahead and go with Denver, but I feel like there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance that Jordan Love and all his men can do something. Flood the passing game. We flooding everything. I think Green Bay might get out here and get a little freaky, man. Go ahead and get over 20. And that's going to be enough to get it done. 23-17 Denver. Green Bay, excuse me. 23-17 Green Bay.
23-17 Green Bay.
This game will be tough.
It's also Toyota-thon season. I know you guys aren't living in Wisconsin, so we talk about it a lot. Jordan Love during Toyota-thon is a whole new player.
Really?
So when Toyota does
You
their
know,
like
Kyle,
Toyota-thon,
Yeah. I get it.
I think it's just because it's winter games. I don't know, but he has 4,000 yards, 33 touchdowns to 1 interception during Toyota-thon over the last since he's been starting. Again, it's just he a different breed.
Woo. Something to watch. Don and I got the same exact team and score. 2017 Broncos. So that thin air will be brutal.
I like it.
For Green Bay.
I like it.
Parsons going to be winded out there. You get tired of running around in that air. One thing about Bo Nix, good or bad, when he got his awareness on, when it's hitting, he's going to make you run a little bit. So, but something to watch. How many times did Michael Parsons got his hands on his hip and breathing hard?
I'm not prime talking negative about Michael Parsons.
Oh, no. I got love for Michael. I'm just saying. I just know what it is. It's that mile-high air, and you got to run around chasing that dude? Yeah. Hey, Don, I just saw your comment earlier. I guess he was talking about Philip. He said, talking about they're going to be calling Cam next week.
Yeah, Cam, you wanted to call? How about now?
Yeah, he was disgusted.
Yeah, he was. He was. He calling me. He calling me.
That's right. They're not calling you, bro.
Wait.
What about your man's though? Your man said. Your man's Michael Irvin said because they wanted a smart quarterback.
Ooh, yeah. I didn't see that.
He didn't see that either.
He didn't mean it, but it was on Cam and Mace. It is what it is, and it was like, oh, you were saying Cam ain't smart, and he tried to clean that joint up, and it just got worse. It just got worse.
No, Cam been making some dumb decisions though. He should have stood on that. Look, Cam spent some time in New England. I've seen his dumb decisions up front.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see what we got. So we down to one game, fellas. One game. This is a fire lineup.
This was a crazy week.
Yes,
and it's not even rivalry week. Like this just happened to work out this way.
Yeah, I sent Source the joint earlier. He was like, sheesh.
Yeah.
But he knew it was going down like that. So
really is.
Yeah, so what we got last up. Be the Lions and the Rams going at it. Lions sitting at 8-5. Know they need to keep this winning thing going to protect themselves getting in.
Mm-hmm.
And the Rams just knowing they clinch today with a win. Just plain and simple. Sitting there at 10-3 with, to me, by the slimmest margin over Drake May. I'm giving, I got Matthew Stafford as the MVP right now by the slimmest of margins.
I respect it.
Yeah,
I respect it.
He out there playing this thing. Now, both of those quarterbacks' performances today will go a long way.
Yeah, fair.
Helping determine, who actually gets that. Either one of them gets it, man. But it's going to go down, man. This will be the fourth time they've met since the whole switcheroo. It's just the old switcheroo of them switching teams, basically. So it's going to be a very interesting game. Seeing Goff and Stafford out there doing their thing, man. The Lions, again, for me, what Lions team is going to show up? That desperate, hungry team, or that team that just decide they want to turn it over a little bit, or let the injuries they have defensively, overcome them. The Rams the same way, though. We've seen the Rams beat the brakes off of teams, and we'll see them have that week or two that we think that they're going to blow them up, and it's a game right there. But they're really hitting their stride. McVay is getting other receivers involved. He's definitely getting more running backs involved because Corum, his time is ticked up.
Yeah.
Both him and Williams are sharing the rock, and it's been pretty effective. Kind of a little bit of a change in pace. So it's going to be interesting. Diggs, how you see this today?
I was trying to look and see if Devontae Adams was going to play because I know he was questionable earlier in
He's
the week
not.
with a hamstring.
Yeah, I've been watching his injury list since we've been on, and his name, as far as out, they released it maybe an hour ago.
Yeah.
He's not on the out list.
Okay, so teeing up to play. I think that's going to make a big difference because that is their red zone threat. That is what they use once you get close to the end zone.
Yeah, he is their red zone. Right?
Yeah, he really is their red zone. This is a tough one.
It is.
I'm going to go Rams 27-28 or 28-27, I should say.
Woo! Rams 28.
Yeah, you know that Detroit's coach is very primed to go for a 2-point conversion for the win at the end, and I think today it just bites them and bites them the wrong way.
I like it. Source, what you think?
I feel inspired by Digit Score, so I'm gonna go 31-30. Rams. 31-30 Rams.
31-30 Rams.
Yeah, man, it's real. Like, it's not much to say because we already know what it is.
Yeah.
We already know what it is. But jeez.
I'm telling you, Dan Campbell, he's going to go for 2, and that's just going to be the difference.
How many times are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Four times today.
Right.
4 times. That's the number I was thinking too, actually. 4 times. And that's light. That's light.
4 times today.
It might be 4 times in the first half, for real.
Seriously.
Man, I just want to see which skill player is going to show out, man. Like we know Puka and Devontae, they should be able to eat. Lions having corral at secondary between all the injuries and everything they've been battling over the past few weeks. On the flip side, the St. Brown and Jameson Williams decide they want to get busy, and they're gonna have to get them quick balls. Jameson Williams is really good at that, especially on those posts, slant. They're gonna have to because we know that Rams pass defense, that pass rush is real. Especially young. They're gonna come after Goff. So how he handles that pressure. Expect to see a lot of screens. I expect to see more wide receiver screens from the Rams. And a lot of running back screens with the Lions in this one. Both teams love to run that. So we got a gambler on one side. We got a statistician on the other. So ought to be fun.
Yeah.
Liddy is all in on the Rams.
Yep. Liddy says, he said the Rams taking it all. He also says, I think Stafford wins the MVP and Super Bowl MVP. I tell you what, I think he's getting in regardless, but if he does that, can nobody question it no more?
He in the MVP. He in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I don't think anybody questioning it now. You are crazy.
It's a question. Somebody in our group a few weeks ago put it in the group.
I don't see how you.
I think it's somebody we don't even see that much. I might have been. I got to look it up. But
yeah, even because we were looking at his numbers in his first 7 years, even though we want to credit Calvin Johnson a lot, but his first 7 years, just before he left Detroit, his numbers was crazy.
Yeah,
his numbers was already crazy, and he was just in Detroit.
You're not going to tell me a quarterback who got 60,000 passing yards and 400 touchdowns isn't a Hall of Famer.
I think that's what I said. I said something like that.
You're not about to tell me that.
Like he'd be the only guy. He the only one, and he's still going. Yeah,
right.
Right.
Oh yeah. Rams 34-31.
That's you.
Yep.
Oh, we all going Rams. What Cousin say?
He got 23-20 Lions. He kept a low scoring.
That reminds me. Speaking of, I saw somebody say that's why Phillip Rivers actually came back. They saw that Matt Stafford was one game within catching him. He was like, let me go pad these numbers real quick.
Get a couple yards.
Right.
Amen.
Wow. These games are fire.
Yeah.
And I guess, like I say, the one game that we didn't talk about it, we didn't pick, but it should be interesting for a lot of reasons. It's going to be that cold weather game between the Browns and the Bears.
Yeah.
So you got one side, the Bears have a chance to get to finally get that 10 wins I was saying they're gonna get. And keep in mind, I said they're gonna get 10 wins. I ain't 100% saying they was gonna make the playoffs, right? I didn't say that. But which was funny, they what was it 2 weeks ago, they went from number 1 to number 7 in 1 week in the playoffs.
Fast in the NFC.
Yeah.
See. So
trust me, I know.
Yeah, they're gonna get those 10 wins. I'd stand on that.
They have to get it today. I'm gonna be honest. If they don't get it today, I don't think they get it.
Well, I think they're gonna get it today.
That's disrespect.
Well, that's fair. They probably will get it today. But I'm saying if they don't, if they are looking at to Green Bay next week, and they just happen to
lay the game last week in Green Bay though.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
But it's my thing. It's my thing.
You don't care about last week.
I get it respectfully, but when we're talking about it, is the fact that Green Bay pretty much they gave Green Bay everything they wanted. Green Bay won that game late.
They did.
So they, I'm gonna give them some respect on, going in Lambeau and
yeah, they matter.
I think they should have won the game, but
this is what happens when the Packers and Bears play. It don't matter. I'm telling you, they have to get it today because they'll lose. They're gonna lose next week to Green Bay. They'll lose the week after that to the Niners, most likely. They'll probably lose that final game to the Lions. They need it today.
So everything you've seen from the Lions so much make that Lions game a given?
Lions are going to be fighting for their playoff.
That's the last week, right?
Yeah, that's the last week.
They both should be playing for something. So I'm pretty sure, unless some things outside of their realm fall into place, where we'll probably be seeing both of those teams play.
And I agree. They will both probably be playing for something.
Unless they get flexed down because something happens before then. But I mean,
yeah. The reason why I think it's for sure going to be Lions last week isn't because they're playing better or whatever. I think because they're going to be playing last week, they're going to both probably be playing for their playoff lives. Mm-hmm. And so then at that point, it comes down to just talent. And the talent on the Lions roster, I think, is much better than the talent on the Bears roster.
Dang.
Oh, I
He's
give you
a Bears hater.
I'm not a Bears hater.
Yes, you are.
I think this is.
I'm not a Bears hater. Yes, you are.
I dislike the Bears. It's not hate. It's dislike.
Don't say
you were born into it. What are you talking about? Don't switch up now.
You don't say.
I don't see I think they're a year ahead of schedule. Okay. I think a lot of things bounce their way. We talked about it with their defense. Their defense is great at getting turnovers.
Yeah.
But if they can't do that, their defense lets them run up and down the field. We saw it last week. They weren't able to get turnovers, and Green Bay was just going up and down the field at will on them. Yeah. And they're going up against teams, obviously, outside of this week, the Lions, the Packers again, and the Niners have the capability to just go up and down the field. And those are all teams that don't necessarily turn over like crazy. Like the Lions, most of their turnovers are because they're going for it on fourth down.
True. Hey, Andrew Siciliano just released a video of Shador out there warming up. And he said it's not warm. He said the real field is listed as -4 right now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I thought you were going to say Andrew Siciliano was in the comments.
Oh, nah.
Man, he in the chat?
You want to come on? Yeah. But nah, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, I think very good chance. I mean, very good chance they do get that 10 win today, but you never know. I envision a scenario that the Bears get the win, but hopefully Shador plays well.
Yeah.
Hopefully he still plays well. But you never know. I mean, you never know.
That is true.
Bears. I mean, the Browns. I mean, this is a game. But I'm going to stand on it. Today or not today, the Bears are going to get 10 wins this year.
That's fair. I granted, I think they're going to win today. That's where it gets 10.
If they lose today, if Shador and the Browns win today, they win one of those last 3.
Ooh, I don't think so.
So you think they're going to lose 5 straight?
If they lose today, yeah.
All right. I mean,
okay.
Okay.
Are they playing? The game is in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, okay, gotcha.
Three of their last 4 are in Chicago.
Oh
That
yeah,
still don't.
they definitely winning 10 games.
Two of those 3 teams are the Lions and the Packers. I don't think that they're better than the Lions or Packers.
You gotta
We've
be
seen
better.
them. We've seen them lose to both those teams already.
Yeah, but I just gonna remind you. I was thinking when I was watching again. They could have won that game against the Packers too.
They could have, but they didn't. I don't think.
Dang.
I think they gave them their best shot, and we saw what happened.
Indeed.
I don't think they gave the Lions their best shot in the first. I hope that wasn't their best shot against the Lions because the Lions destroyed them. So I hope that wasn't their best shot against the Lions.
Word up. That's cool. What else are there? Anything, guys? Anything you guys want to touch on before we get out of here? Anything come to mind? Football related, not football related, doesn't matter.
I wanted to talk about all the games that we talked about today. Neither one of those are the primetime games. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
All of these marquee games, these games that we were just talking about, how crazy this schedule is, and our Sunday and Monday night games are. Let me make sure I got it correctly.
Okay, you got the Cowboys and Vikings, and then you got the Dolphins and the Steelers tomorrow.
Which is crazy to me. Like, obviously, the Cowboys are pushing, and because of the Eagles, are fighting for their playoff lives. But the Vikings, we've seen them. Like, I don't even think it's not JJ McCarthy out there, is it today? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that don't really matter too much, though. If we're being honest, that's not a Sunday night game,
right?
Like,
sure it is. The Cowboys are playing. That's all that matters.
It is. I think that's probably why they didn't flex it out. But it's like there are much better matchups, and then the Steelers and the Dolphins. Yes, sure, the Steelers are in prime for a playoff position as well, but there are much better games that they could have put in those 2 positions.
The Dolphins are gonna play up to their potential. Yeah, man.
I mean, they 6-7.
It's like this, and you're right, with this lineup of games that we have, we definitely could have found a game for tomorrow. But I mean, the Dolphins are still pushing.
They're technically in the hunt.
Yeah,
Red
Steelers
Zone on fire today.
Steelers still got a chance to win it. So,
Red Zone is gonna be on fire.
Smoke coming from the television.
My kids ain't even coming over today. They ain't even coming over here today.
What?
Yeah, Jada got another exam tomorrow, and she got one Tuesday.
Ooh.
So
exam season.
Law school, bro.
Ooh, even worse.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some crazy concoction with some popcorn and some nachos and mix it all in the bowl and I do something.
Call it pop chos.
Pop chos.
Frito-Lay cheese. Something. It's going down for the day's game. So
Pop chos is crazy. Come on,
Pop
now.
chos
Pop
is
chos
crazy.
No, that's Hall of Fame material right there. that's Hall of Fame material.
Right. Think about it for a second. Pop chos. That's wild.
Yeah, that's a crazy one.
That was a good thought though, right there, dude. I don't see anything else. Another game.
No, I can't think of anything else.
We can talk about Nas and Primo another time.
Yep. Yeah, we can definitely do that. We can branch off and do something quick on that one. Let me see. Jags and Jets. Cardinals, Texans.
The Jags should have that one.
I'll tell you what'll be interesting because it always is, whether it's low scoring or high scoring. 2 teams are gonna be sitting at home. To me, when the Commanders and the Giants play, it's entertaining. Like I don't know, even when there's nothing on the line, and I know that Mariota is not Jaden Daniels, but Mariota make plays, And there's usually something, whether it's fantasy oriented, whether it's FanDuel or whatever, but it's something always entertaining about that game. So,
what's also going to be entertaining about that game is right now the Giants are in line for the number 1 pick. So if they win this, obviously they won't be in line for it anymore. But
the Raiders, maybe.
I think
it'll be the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders are 2-11 as well, so it probably would be them. But they're not drafting a quarterback of the future. They have theirs. So it's going to be interesting to sort of see if they do still end up with that number 1 pick, what they do with it. So you got that going for you.
Hey, I I feel how I feel about the Carolina Panthers. I got the Saints today, bro.
Hey,
ooh,
you and I, great minds think alike. I ain't saying I'm picking the Saints, but I'm telling you, I was just about to mention that another one of those games where we've had some entertainment. Saints make games entertaining, even when they lose. But what's crazy about it, you mentioned about the Panthers, they need to win without anything else happening. There's other things that can happen that they don't have to do that, but they just need to win 2 games from what I saw.
Two of those games are against the Buccaneers, though.
Yeah, but the Bucs are reeling right now.
Yeah.
The Bucs are reeling. And that was a highly entertaining game the other night. Word to Kirk Cousins.
Word to Kirk Cousins is crazy.
Oh, I was shocked he didn't leave that.
Did Prime was at home sweating because it was Baker Mayfield on one side and Kirk Cousins on the other. They're like, I don't know what to do. I'm stressing.
And that's true story.
Yeah, I'm sure. You're like, oh man, my 2 faves against each other. Why do you do this to me?
What am I going to do?
Right. You know how the parents had the jersey that split down the middle? He had that on.
I had on the Baker Cousins joint.
Hey, Prime, what did you do? You know what I did when this happened. What did you do when Baker threw that pick?
Oh, when he threw the pick?
Yeah.
I didn't really do nothing because I was just
cried.
He didn't know what
You cried a little bit.
the one tear on the other side is smiling.
Man, I was in that joint, man, with my Kirk Mayfield joint on, man. So.
That was a very entertaining game. I thought
especially for Thursday. Jeez.
Yeah, when it was 28-14, I was like, okay, this game's over. And then the next thing, I literally went to go do something else, and I looked back, and I'm like, bro, what just happened?
A lot. Not one score.
Right.
Hold on, them people ain't make a 2-point conversion, right? They missed both them joints.
Yeah.
And still got another score. That is outrageous.
It was insane. But that was, like you said, it was a very entertaining game.
And we got the Kyle Pitts that folks thought we was going to get when he got drafted, right? Kyle Pitts was absolutely insane.
I wonder if AJ...
3 touchdowns.
Still in here. I wonder if AJ's still in here because something. Not that this is a big deal at all. Something made me at least put a couple dollars out. I threw a couple, joints on that MGM. I don't know why I say bet MGM on MGM joint. And I actually almost doubled my money. I was like, oh, look at this. Miracles do happen. Yeah. So I felt good about myself. It was only a couple dollars, but like I said, it was a positive. So I'm back at it today.
There you go. That's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
Word up. So very entertaining, man. But yeah, watch out. That Saints, like I say, so I agree with you. That Saints game, Carolina could be very entertaining. But the Carolina's really playing for something. We may be sitting here possibly in a couple of weeks talking about these people are champions, division champs. So
a home game in the playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah,
we could be.
Crazy.
Now we'll see the Bucs are getting healthy, at least offensively. We'll see what they have to say about that. They reeling heavily now, but I will say a positive for them, even though they're reeling. They Mike Evans looked good though.
He did.
He looked good until he got hurt. Then he looked good till he was like, I got to sit down for a second.
Yeah,
which happened many times. He was like, somebody get me, because somebody get me.
I think they've been let down more defensively than anything though. So they were playing a lot better defense at the beginning part of the year.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you were up 2 scores with in the fourth. You can't necessarily put all of that on the offense.
Yeah, so.
Up 2, gave up 3.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Crazy.
And everybody suffered. Everybody. Blame everybody.
That's fair.
Crazy world that we live in.
There were some drops in there and stuff, so you're right.
But yeah, anyway, that's been the story. I can probably think of at least 3 of the Bucs losses this year And while Baker has had his hand in some of those, them not catching the football, they had a lot to do with, probably at least 3 losses this year too. So um, it's right in their hands. Like it's just crazy. It's crazy enough.
Yeah.
I had to double check my FanDuel real quick, make sure, because okay. Because so McCaffrey is 100% playing now. People were watching that because of Brian Robinson, and then of course, look, I don't see Jacobs' name popping up here, so I guess Jacobs gonna play.
Yeah, that's what the last thing I saw said, that even though he was questionable, that he's likely to play.
So I had to double check before we started this thing. I had Wilson and Robinson in my FanDuel. So I yanked them out real quick and went and go a different route. So crazy lineup, and hopefully the Browns defense can carry me a little bit in this one. So we'll see.
Browns defense? That should.
Well, if you're on FanDuel, it's funny because they wanted the not the Browns defense today. The Niners defense today.
Well, I was just gonna say the Browns defense probably because it's in a cold weather game. Anything can happen.
I said the Browns because I've ridden the Browns a couple of weeks this week, and one of them got me over the hump one of the weeks, right? But now I was thinking about the 49ers defense today. Hopefully the 49ers defense carry me today.
Okay.
Some of this.
They should. They're playing the Titans.
Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping. Now, was it a week or two ago? What week was it? Well, it was the matchup with the Browns. I was expecting the Browns to go out there and get busy defensively, and it was a little bit of a letdown.
Well, they did for like half the game. I think it was like second half when it just kind of broke open. Because I remember, I think it was going into halftime. It was only like a one score game.
You said the Browns defense?
Yeah.
Yeah. You let me down too.
Yeah.
It was last week, right?
Oh no, last week was sad. Last week was was it last? Wait, was that game last week? I thought they played the Titans last week.
Was it last week? The week before?
No, week before. No, last week against the Titans.
Yeah, it was last week.
Oh, I thought you were talking about when they played the. I thought you were talking about when they played the Niners. Yeah, no,
they let me down a couple of weeks, especially most recently the Titans game.
Okay, yeah, no, the Titans that was just sad. I think they put up like 31 on them. Yeah,
I didn't see that coming. So hopefully the Niners will do that for me today because that's gold right there.
Yeah,
I've won a couple of. Matter of fact, source the joint I told you about where I caught Andre Carlin and won the joint by less than a point.
Yeah.
It was. I went in there. He was. What happened? So the defense, I forgot how many points that the Browns defense had that week, but they were stellar that week. They had double digits. Also, that was the game I told you. I went into that game. I forgot who he had, but I had Romeo. Romeo Doubs. And Romeo, remember, he got hurt. I went in less than a point down.
Yeah, I remember.
His guy didn't do nothing. I forgot whatever he had. And no, I take it back. I came in, I was probably down like about 10 or something. I forgot who he had. His guy got some points. Romeo came into the game, caught one pass. I got 1 point.
Yeah.
And I won the matchup by less than a point. Romeo came in and got hurt.
I would have been disgusted.
Romeo came in, got his 1 point, got hurt, didn't come back.
That's your boy. That's your man.
So shout out to the Browns defense that week though, because that defense got me double digits in FanDuel. So
like you said, there's fans going into Gillette with just t-shirts on. Let me tell you, I saw a dude out the other day, and it wasn't as cold as it was today. It might have been like 10 or 15, but he had on shorts. You just keep on walking. You just go, yep, that's a Wisconsin boy. That's what my dad say all the time. Every time we go somewhere and it's cold enough, you are liable to see at least one person with shorts or like shorts and a hoodie or like pants and a t-shirt, and you just that's a Wisconsin boy, and you just keep on moving. Or a Wisconsin girl, because I've seen women out there like that too.
Yeah.
Hey, so you know what? Well, I don't know if you were even talking about a Sunday or not because we never discussed it again when we were talking about the online meetup thing we could have had.
Uh-huh.
So I can get 10 seats. I don't know how many people actually would do it, but this would have been if we would have did it on a Sunday during football season. This would have been the prime week to do it. You don't have nobody in the house, which
True. That's true.
Yeah.
They probably won't be here next week either for real, because we're going to a Christmas party Saturday night, so they probably go home, and they probably won't come back Sunday morning.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, if you decide, we can always do it if you want. It don't matter. But I just thought about that. I said this would have been a prime week. I don't know. I don't know how many people would actually do it, but
so all we need is one.
Yeah.
unless it's Caesar, and then
it's a whole day.
We're just gonna cancel the whole idea.
We're not watching no 3 hours football this season.
No, sir. No, sir.
That's rough.
It would be indeed.
Oh man.
Always something to think about, man. Always something to think about. Did you got anything you want to put out there for the people?
Actually, no. My podcast, Geek Set, today is our last episode of the year. We are going on holiday break. I am very ecstatic about that. Geeking on Tech will still be doing on Fridays, but I mean, it's the end of the year. It's not really a lot of new tech news. So like on Friday, we just really talked about, like, looked back at some of the stuff that we liked in tech this year. So, come around for that. You could definitely tell us some of the things that you liked in tech, but I am chilling. It is winter. It is cold. I want to relax for a while.
I feel you. That's what I'm doing. Source, what about you?
Yeah, I don't have nothing, man. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing. What am I doing? Oh, it is the last week. Like you said, it's the last week of Beat Cypher Wednesday. This Wednesday from 7 to 9. Then at 9 o'clock, we have our last sessions of the year. This will be number 7. We got Jake Palumbo and Ant Live coming through to talk about their catalogs. Ant Live produced a few joints, but including, what is the Ghostface joint? You got a joint with Ghostface. I can't think of Yolanda's house. I think it was Yolanda's house. Jake Palumbo was always with boot camp. So shout out to them and see them Wednesday. And I'm going to do an end of the year 2025. I can't decide what I want to call it because I don't love adult contemporary hip hop, but something to do with the adult contemporary hip hop field and the top albums of the year. Plus, I got to make a list at some point before the year's out. So we shall see. We shall see what happens.
What you going on? You gonna run it on TikTok?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Last thing, somebody told me I need to get on StreamYard for real. It was like, you should do StreamYard so you can go, and on a laptop you can go to TikTok as well. I was like, oh,
I haven't seen that on there. I saw, so maybe there is a way now. Maybe it's probably a workaround.
Yeah, it's got to be something new.
It's got to be a workaround, maybe something you can connect to, because when you go in on StreamYard now, because it doesn't list it. But what you could do is, I do know that you can do it on IG.
Yeah,
you can do an IG live. And the thing with the IG is that I think it's still. I think we were talking about it before. I don't know if it's still only an hour. I don't know.
I think it is. Yeah. The TikTok one, you got to put in this. I guess like their stream key, like the server URL. I just Googled it. Since you can already go live on TikTok, I'm sure you have the access to it. There's a whole guide here. I'll put the link to it in the private chat. That way you can look at it. There's like a whole guide. I guess this is step by step from StreamYard on how to go live for TikTok on here.
Yeah, I might have to consider that. I might have to consider it.
Yeah, nice. But as far as that, the IG, I think you can do that. I don't be on IG as much, so I don't even have I think you got to be at 1,000. I think I might be like 600, whatever. But I know you can do that on IG. There's a link when you go in.
I just think that'll allow, because they suggested, I thought it was a good idea just because it'll allow for more people that don't have TikTok to be able to be on the show as opposed to them having to set up TikTok.
Yeah,
it might be beneficial. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Word up. All that's going to be dope. Of course, I got nothing. I'll be watching sports.
Yep.
And that's about it. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Watching sports. I got to tack back into a lot of the geek stuff, the superhero stuff. Within the past month, I haven't watched as much or done as much. So, I'll see what's going on. I jumped on a couple of Jones and people complaining about Supergirl trailer and all this stuff. So
people always complaining.
Yeah, so
people
I got to tap back in a little bit to see what I missed or what's going on. I've been seeing the trailers, but I haven't gone deep into that or lanterns or anything like that. So I got to jump back in on that. So
makes sense.
I'll make some time to do some reading and catching up. But that's it. But appreciate everybody checking us out. As always, we about to go football, make up snacks and all this stuff. Find things to do.
Yo.
And I would say good luck to your team unless you're the Minnesota Vikings. Sorry, Rock, you still my dog. But I would say good luck to all your teams other than that. And please find a way in Foxborough for some more snow to come down.
Yes.
Somewhere I need the skies to open up like somewhere during the game. That's what I need. So help a brother out.
That is fair.
Yeah, so until next week, we up out of here. Appreciate y'all.